Hi guys, so I've been getting a lot of questions lately about my tattoos, so I thought I would just make a video about them. I also love talking about tattoos. I figured making a video about them is kind of a way to start a discussion with other people. So hopefully if whoever is watching this has had any questions or just loves seeing different types of tattoos, I hope this video is good for you. I'm gonna kind of go in order of when I got them and explain the meaning for them. Alright, so the first tattoo I got when I was 18 years old. So I don't know if you can see that too well, but it is a infinity symbol with the word change in the middle. I got that to represent the quote that change is the only constant, and just to kind of help me accept the fact that no matter where I am in life, change is always gonna happen. So yeah, that tattoo, like I said, was my first one. I got it when I was 18 years old and it took probably like 15 minutes. It was super fast. I pretty much, like everybody, kind of hyped up the pain, so I thought it was gonna be 10 times worse, which was good because it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The next tattoo I got was it just says happiness is a choice with a floral heart border around it. That is the only colored tattoo I have, and I kind of regret getting it in color. I think eventually down the road I will kind of get it reworked to be black and gray, but it's not high on my priority list because I kind of forget that it's there, along with the change tattoo. I forget that that one's there also. So yeah, eventually down the road I will, but right now I'm just focusing on other things. My side piece took about 2.5 hours. The girl who did it was kind of new, so I think that's why it took a little bit longer, but I still think she did a really good job. The pain wasn't too bad because it's not like super high on my ribs, it's more so on my side. So that was good. The pain wasn't excruciating like I was kind of expecting. So for my next tattoos, I got them when I was up visiting one of my best friends, Dominique, in Virginia. They were kind of not on a whim. I knew that I wanted them for a while, but I didn't know that I was getting them when we went up there, or when I went up there. I got this one first. It says, "You become what you believe." So at that time in my life, I was really getting into the book called The Secret, and it pretty much is, the main gist of it is about the law of attraction and about what you think, you become. So that's why I got that. This took about 15 minutes. It wasn't too painful except for whenever it got closer to the neck, that was a little more sensitive. So after I got this one, right after I got this moon tattoo is a best friend tattoo with my best friend Dominique. She has a sun and I got the moon. I will probably get it covered in the future just because I don't like the fact that it is upside down, and I think I can just get something cooler in this space. I'm going to get a crescent moon somewhere else on my arm in the future, but yes. This one also took probably 15 minutes, maybe less. All tattoos hurt, but I don't really remember the pain on this one, so it must have not been too bad. The next tattoos are on my arm. So I've been working on my arm since summer of 2014, and I've been with the same artist the entire time. Her name is Soledad, and she works at Black Hive Tattoo in Jacksonville. I'll leave all of her information down below. She's awesome, and I don't know that I'll ever go to another artist just because she nails the style that I want so good. So I actually found her on Instagram and decided to make the trip to get my first piece with her, and it was my lady woman. So I knew that I kind of wanted to start my sleeve off with a symbol of femininity, and I thought what better way than just a pretty lady on my arm. When I first saw the stencil that she had of this posted on her Instagram, I just really liked the design, and then later on I realized that it looked pretty similar to a photo that my mom has of her on her wedding day. This one took about 5.5 hours. We did it all in one sitting because I am the type of person that I don't like unfinished work, so if I have to sit 5 or more hours, I'm definitely up for it. I don't remember this one hurting too bad, maybe a little bit more up here on my actual shoulder blade, but for the most part, it was bearable. The next time I went in for another session on my arm, I got 2 pieces from her, and they are these 2. So I'll start with my moth. This commonly gets mistaken as a butterfly because it can pass as both. So it doesn't bother me too much, but I did intend to get it as a moth, and the meaning behind why I wanted a moth was not only do they go through metamorphosis, which is, you know, pretty much everybody knows that, kind of ties back to the change idea, but also they are, I always forget the word, it's photo something. Basically, they're drawn to the light. So the meaning behind that aspect for me is basically anytime you're in a dark situation, always look for the bright side of it and look for the positive and the negative situation. For my moth, it took probably 2.5 hours. And as for pain, this was probably one of my most painful ones that I've gotten. Just all right in here, especially up here, was horrible. Props to anyone who has armpit tattoos, because I don't know if I will ever be able to go through that. Within the same visit, I ended up getting just a little script, and it says Angel. So my dad has always called me Angel my entire life, so that one is for him. So I have my mom and my dad. For Angel, this probably took 15 to 30 minutes. It wasn't too painful. It's kind of almost in my ditch, but not really too much pain at all on that one. The next time I went in, I just got one done. I got my love letter. So it's just a black and gray love letter with 2 roses on the side, kind of in my ditch a little bit. So the meaning behind this one is just, I'm a hopeless romantic, and I love anything that's handwritten, whether it be a letter or a note, what have you. So I got that to represent that side of me. The love letter probably took about 2.5 hours, but also while I was in there, we decided to re-outline some of my older tattoos because it had been probably about a 1.5 or 2 years since I got, yeah, I guess it had probably been 2 years since I got this one. So she re-outlined just a little bit of it, and then the next session we re-outlined everything. For my next session, which was my most recent session, I ended up getting 2 again. I got my self-love heart and my dagger. So for my self-love heart, I got it, it's kind of self-explanatory. Loving yourself sometimes isn't the easiest thing, and so it's something that I wanted to place somewhere that was super visible for me, so I could just always have a reminder that it is super important in life to love yourself. So if I'm ever feeling down on myself or not having the best day, I just look at it and I'll be like, okay, I need to love myself. I need to step back, realize life is not horrible, and put some time into loving myself. This probably took about 1.5 hours. Pain, I don't remember it being too bad. I feel like I'm pretty okay with pain. So after we finished up my self-love heart, we went on to my dagger tattoo. So I got my dagger to represent my journey of being straight edge. If you guys don't know what that is, it means I don't smoke, do drugs, or drink alcohol. I've been straight edge pretty much my whole life, so I knew I wanted something eventually to represent that, so it kind of is just a reminder for me to stay sharp in a sense, and I love it. I think she did an amazing job. The dagger probably also took about 1.5 hours, and the pain wasn't too bad. It was a little worse towards my elbow, of course. If you guys know anything about tattoo placement and pain, then you will know that the elbow is one of the worst places. This isn't really on my main elbow. Also, while I was in here, like I said, we re-outlined everything, and it just gave my old pieces such life, and I'm just loving how my arm is coming out. As for future tattoo plans, within the next year or 2, I definitely want to finish my arm. I have a lot of space to go, so hopefully within 2 years, definitely. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the things that I've decided to put on my body for the rest of my life. If you guys have any questions or want to have any discussions or want me to do any other videos about certain aspects of tattoos, definitely leave a comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I hope you have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye!